So hello guys, I'm Dr. Omkar Sangita Dilipra Sonone. So most of you are aware of me. So I have been taking revision sessions on FMGE YouTube channel as well as offline since almost a year now, right? So first of all, today I come over here with mixed feelings. Yes, I want to share my happiness with you as well as I want to share the anxiety or the nervousness that you have before the examination, right? So let me introduce myself in short. I am Dr. Omkar Sangita Dilipra Sonone, a graduate of International Higher School of Medicine, Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan. I have graduated in the year 2020 January. I attempted for August 2020 FMGE session and passed with 221 marks. And now this was my first attempt for NEET PG examination, and I have done decent. I have got a decent rank. Okay, so I have not done exceptionally well. I know most of you were expecting much better because due to the workload, due to the internship and all of that, I'm not giving reasons, but yeah, definitely it was not as expected, definitely by most of you. But I am content, I am satisfied because I'll be getting my dream branch in the college that I have been thinking of, usually in Maharashtra. So definitely I'm happy and I'm content as well as my family is content. So that was the reason for my happiness. I have scored 540 marks and a rank of 5953. Not too great, but at least it is getting me a seat and the branch that I desire of. Okay, so that's why I'm really content with it. Now moving on to your examination, which is more important now. You will be facing the examination day after tomorrow, okay? And I know definitely most of you will be experiencing palpitations and a constant performance pressure that you need to perform really well. All that hard work that you have done in the last 4 to 5 months is actually going to yield you results on 4th of June, right? But please remember guys, usually this performance pressure can impact you negatively also, okay? So first of all, try to get rid of that performance pressure. Don't expect anything from yourself, okay? If you have some kind of expectations, then definitely that will lead to some or the other performance pressure in you, okay? So first of all, get rid of that. Whatever would be the results, you will accept that with humility, okay? Please remember this is most important. So first of all, now you would be anxious, okay? You would be nervous. So first of all, calm down, relax, and please just look back to the last 4 to 5 months where you will realize that you have worked so hard, you have worked so exceptionally well that you even didn't think of, like, you can just imagine. You did not even think while you're med school that you can work so hard during these 4 to 5 months, but you have done that. You have surpassed your limits, right? We are humans, we have some of our limitations, but you have surpassed all those limits, okay? And that is the reason you need to be confident. You need to believe in yourself that you have studied hard and that is going to yield results, okay? So that is most important, guys. Please remember now. Now this is the time to actually implement and execute all that efforts you have done in these last few months. Okay, important. And that is the reason why you don't need to get either overconfident or underconfident. Okay, you have read whatever was required and you will do whatever is required in the examination. Okay, apart from that, nothing is in your hands. The results are not in your hands. So don't get anxious thinking about the results. क्या होगा, कैसे होगा, ये सब बात की बात है. Okay, keep them aside for a while. Whatever mental lowdowns, emotional lowdowns you are having at this point, any family problem, financial problem, anything, guys, please get rid of it for these last 2 days. Okay, that's my humble request to each one of you. Okay, important thing. Now moving further, as I told you, you need to instill that confidence and belief in yourself that you have read everything and you will accomplish whatever you have thought of. ठीक है ना? So just get rid of all those negativity, maybe all the influence that you have in surrounding. Just isolate yourself for a while so you will feel better, or surround yourself with people who will impart some positive energy or optimism, maybe your family members, maybe some good friends. Okay, that is most important. Now coming to the exam day strategy, guys, please remember now, on exam day, for avoiding anxiousness, please remember, as the AFMG is having their transports, definitely you can book the transports, and if you are going by your own private vehicle or anything, please pre-book it. If you are going by a cab, please pre-book it to avoid any anxiousness, because taxis usually we do not get in Delhi, at least I will tell you, we do not get taxis easily in the morning. Okay, so it's better to pre-book whatever rides you are going with. That is important. Okay, And when you go in the morning, please reach a bit earlier. For example, you need to reach the exam center around 7:30, okay, to avoid any of the mess over there. Okay, that's most important now. So important thing is you need to carry all your essentials, that is your admit card, your original ID, maybe your Aadhaar card, passport, whatever. Okay, not all of those, at least one of those should be carried, whichever you have uploaded. Along with that, definitely spectacles and all the other essentials that you need over there. Please don't carry any metallic item. Don't carry your phone if possible. If you need to carry your phone, definitely there would be some arrangement for your phones and bags. Okay, if you can avoid, carrying your phone and bags as well. And if you're traveling by bus, definitely it would be helpful. You can keep your phones and bags in the bus itself. Okay, so just don't get anxious at that point of time. Okay, everything would be taken care of. There would be faculties. Dr. Vikas will accompany you. Okay, Maheshji will accompany you. All of them, all the FMG staff and team would be there to support you in this. Okay, so don't worry about that. Important thing is now, जितना भी पढ़ा है ना उतना बहुत है. ओके, डोंट रन बिहाइंड एवरी अदर सब्जेक्ट एंड ट्राई टू कैच इट, बिकॉज इफ यू डू दैट देन अगेन बहुत बार दिल में लगता रहेगा कि यार ये भी छूट गया, वो भी छूट गया. ओके, जितना पढ़ा है, जितना पढ़ना था वो पढ़ चुके हो. वॉट एवर यू कुड हैव डन, यू हैव डन ऑलरेडी. ठीक है ना. नाउ एट दिस लास्ट पॉइंट और लास्ट मिनट अभी कुछ नहीं कर सकते ज्यादा. ओके, जो पढ़ा है उसको रिवाइज करो. द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स यू नीड टू रिवाइज मे बी इमेजेस फ्रॉम द subjects like surgery, ENT, opthal, patho, derma, radio and ortho. That's it. Okay, you can go via all the TND discussions, so not repeat the mistakes in the examination. Okay, so these things can be done. Don't go beyond every other subject. Maybe you can just glimpse through OBG or PSM if you wish for. Okay, if you feel that I have not done that subject really well, so now only do these. But the most important thing is to improve your sleep schedule. Now also I am receiving messages at 2 or 3 o'clock in the night. Guys, please remember, this is the time तुम्हें सोना है जल्दी. Okay, please go to sleep by 12:30 maximum, not beyond that. Okay, if you're not sleeping on time, that will definitely negatively affect your performance during exam time. अरे, your brain needs some amount of rest, right? So to work properly. So if you need to recall things during the examination, your brain should be highly active, and for that you need good amount of rest. Okay, so please take a sleep of minimum 6 hours. That is mandatory from my side. And also take good meals, healthy meals, which will not lead to food poisoning or any other diarrhea like stuff on the exam day actually. Okay, so like eat healthy, stay healthy. That is more important. Now next, few important things on the exam day. As I told you, reach earlier on time. Along with that, carry all the essentials. But when you enter the exam hall, guys, please remember, while you start the examination, before that, read all the instructions whichever are given. You need to read them carefully. Okay, अगर carefully read करोगे, no doubt would be left कि कैसा होगा, क्या करना है. All those who are giving it for the first time, कोई doubt नहीं रहेगा. So please properly read the instructions. I did not. So please remember, you need to read that instructions properly. Don't skip it like my video over here. Then the second most important thing is, now it's summers, therefore be hydrated. Okay, have good amount of fluids. Then take a healthy breakfast. If you are going on your own, please carry a healthy lunch along with you. Don't eat something like samosas or all of that, because that is going to affect you. Maybe that will lead to sleepiness during the examination. So avoid fatty and fried stuff. Rather eat healthy stuff. That is more important. Next thing is, don't go too close to the screen. जब तुम बहुत ज्यादा क्लोज जाते हो ना स्क्रीन के, दैट स्क्रीन इज ऑलरेडी ब्राइट, बिकॉज आई एम अ पर्सन हु हैज द लीस्ट अमाउंट ऑफ ब्राइटनेस ऑन माई फोन स्क्रीन. ओके, मोस्ट ऑफ अस डू हैव दैट. So once you are exposed to that bright screen, your eyes and usually your brain gets exhausted to that. So don't go too close to the screen कि अंदर घुस के पता चलेगा कि इमेज क्या है. Okay, so don't try to do that. Important is maintain enough distance from the screen, so that will not lead to any strain on your eyes. That is most important. If you have strain on your eyes या फिर anxiety हो रही है during solving questions, take a pause of 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Just deep breathe, and that's most important. Okay, deep breathe, bas so much jana, but at least do this stuff. That will definitely help you. Okay, important thing. Next, paper 1 के बाद जब बाहर आओगे ना, avoid discussing any question with your friends. ठीक है, because that person would also marked it right. You would not have marked it right, so that will impart some anxiety. ठीक है, और कुछ लोग तो ऐसे होते हैं, they are so overconfident that though they have marked it wrong, then also they have the confidence, and therefore they will impart that negativity to you. नहीं तेरा गलत है. Okay, so try to avoid any discussions during the break time. Okay, don't discuss anything with anybody. Rather just relax, eat your meals. Important, meal skip करके कोई नहीं जाएगा. Okay, break में at least have something, okay, because that will help you to sustain for that next 2.5 hour session. So have something and then go for the next session. And if you need to revise something, all of you have the QRS now, okay, so just go through all the important points of your clinical subjects, ENT, Ophthal or OBG. For paper 2, anything can be done. Important is in paper 2 you will feel like every other question is medicine, and that's absolutely fine. ठीक है ना? अगर नहीं भी आता, if you don't know every next question also, that's fine, because you need to score 50% only, right? And that's absolutely fine. नहीं भी आता है, तो what you need to do is actually take each question as a challenge, okay? Don't think about the previous question कि previous question मैंने क्या गलती करी. Don't think about the next question कैसा होगा. Focus on the current question, whatever best that you can just draw out of it, okay? As Dr. Vikas always says, okay, that question has been already served in your platter. Now what can you do is try to derive the maximum out of it. अगर आता है answer, go for directly the answer. If you don't know the answer, try to bring out the answer with some logic, okay? Apply some logic. Maybe try to understand the question in your mother tongue, as I've always told you. Then read the options, okay? And while you read the options, please always remember, try to narrow down your thinking to a subject, then to a system, then to a topic, and then to a final diagnosis. तो इससे definitely 1 से 2 options तो already rule out हो जाएंगे, right? Important is this thing. One liners है जो तुम्हें बिल्कुल नहीं आते, the one liners which you don't know at all. Don't waste too much time on those questions, ठीक है? If you don't know anything, please mark anything, whatever you think as the first best option, whatever comes to your mind as the first thing, because whatever comes to your mind as the first thing is most likely stored in your subconscious somewhere, okay? And that is the only thing you are like you are being reminded of, okay? So जो पहला आता है ना, please mark it as the answer if you don't know anything about that particular topic, and don't change your answers multiple times, and don't waste a lot of time on the question which you don't know. Rather invest that time on the question where you feel that at least you can derive or go to a conclusion if you actually apply some logic or try to recall something, okay? So maybe don't waste too much time on a single question also, even if you like know that particular topic, okay? याद रखना, this is the most important thing. Apart from this, guys, as I've always told, कि important thing is don't change the answers towards the last time, because ये बहुत लोगों की आदत होती है कि end में जाके answers change करते हो. And second, most of you are very hasty, ठीक है ना? बहुत जल्दबाजी में करते हो answers. Don't mark it, okay? You have enough time of 150 minutes in paper 1 and paper 2 respectively. Don't be in a hassle to mark the answers, okay? Though you know that answer, don't be so much overconfident, because some questions would have some catch in it, okay? So that you need to take care of. Some questions would be ultimately easy. You will think कि ज़्यादा दिमाग लगाने की कोशिश करोगे, as I have also did sometimes, okay? So you think यार इतना easy question देते हैं, but such questions also appear in the examination, and therefore you need to be relaxed कि it would be a mixed bag of question having both easy as well as difficult questions. So you need to focus on your easy questions first, right? Important thing. Next is don't leave any question, as all of you are quite aware that FMGE is not usually it is not usually a competitive exam. It is just a qualifying exam. You need to score 50% and no negative marking. So please go for all the questions. Don't leave any question. अगर time नहीं बच रहा है, be faster on your toes. For that, in these last 2 days, try to solve maximum number of MCQs and work on your time management skills, so that will help you and yield results in your examination, ठीक है? So at least you will be on time. You will be able to cover all those questions in time. You will not be in some hassle to answer anything, ठीक है? So important is read all the options and then properly answer. don't leave any question behind. And बहुत लोगों को ये डाउट होता है कि मैंने mark for review तो किया है. So please remember, don't only mark it for review. First, click on any option that you feel is the best choice and then mark it for review. ठीक है? So if you don't have time left at the end of the examination to go for the review also, then also that answer would be calculated. That answer would be counted. Okay, याद रखना. If you don't mark anything, that would be unattempted. But if you mark anything and you mark it for review, and even if you cannot review it on time, then the answers would be counted. Okay, that is the important thing कि mark it for review कर भी दिया है, तो don't worry, those answers are taken into consideration. ठीक है? No issues with this. So that is most important. And after every other question, please click save and next. That was a mistake I did. After every other question, you need to click save and next. Don't go on the question numbers, okay? at the bottom, usually bottom right, you have save and next option. After marking your answer, go for save and next after every question. Even after the 150th question, go for save and next. So it will direct you to the first question. That means you have answered all of them. I did not mark save and next after the, I did not click save and next after my 150th question. So only 149 answers were counted as attempted. Okay, so that was the funda. So, and usually you don't need to submit the paper manually, it would be submitted automatically. So you have enough time in hand till the end. Try to utilize maximum time possible. And usually in the first 20 questions you are very much anxious. Okay, so if you have time left, go for the first 20 questions and try to just overview it once, that you have not make any mistakes or you have understood the question properly. As I always told about clinical cases, if it is a large question, try to read the last line first. If you read the last line, you know now ultimately what they want to ask. And then once you start reading the question, it would be easier for you to pick up the keywords, come to a diagnosis, and then also you will be thinking in mind कि अच्छा इसकी treatment पूछी गई है. Okay, so you will be thinking in terms of treatment only. Okay, so that will save your time, and then definitely when you go to the options, that will help you to easily rule out 2. दो में थोड़ा बहुत confusion रहता है, and that's absolutely fine. 50% probability के chances होने चाहिए. And sometimes please remember, images are very important. Images are the ones which can sometimes directly click a diagnosis in your mind. ठीक है? So please consider focusing on images also during the exam time. ठीक है? उसको skip मत करना यार. Images are definitely they will give some clue. और अगर images से कुछ नहीं मिल रहा है ना, definitely question में there would be multiple clues. ठीक है? So don't be nervous, don't be anxious while solving questions. सब questions solve होते हैं, and if it is a large question, it would be easier for you to solve. Don't be underconfident or overconfident after paper 1, because that will also negatively impact your paper 2 then. Okay, and as I told you, some questions would be definitely easy, so directly mark their answer. Don't overthink about them कि यार नहीं इस पे तो कैच होगा. So जो सीधा सीधा है ना, उसका आंसर सीधे सीधे मार्क करो. जिसमें लग रहा है कैच है, बस उसी में दिमाग लगाओ. No issues with this. So that is most important now. And some questions would be really out of the box. ठीक है, उसमें नहीं समझ में आएगा कि यार ये तो टॉपिक पढ़ाया नहीं, ये तो शायद नोट्स में ही नहीं था. So everybody would not know the answer for that, and that's absolutely fine यार. कुछ questions तो गूगल ही डालेंगे वो, right? So there would be 30 to 40 questions which would be out of the box completely, and they actually include these questions to test your patience. So exam is actually not to test your knowledge, rather to test your patience कि तुम कितने शांति से बैठ के, कितने patience से बैठ के, कितने calm और composed होके you are appearing for the exam. That is the thing that they test during the examination. No issues with that. So please remember, usually these questions, the harder ones, that will not decide your fate. Okay, the easier ones will decide your fate. So don't make any silly mistakes. Try to avoid silly mistakes in the topics you know thoroughly. Okay. And there would be some googlies, as I already told you, but there would be some easier questions also. So wait for them, be patient. पहले 5 question googly भी आए, तो next 5 questions would be easier in your line. Okay, so have that hope till the last 150th question. Okay, and don't get disheartened at any point of time. नहीं पढ़ा है कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, अभी क्या हाथ में है मेरे, I'll give my best out of it. That you need to do. That's it. Okay, you don't need to think of anything else. The most important thing now, the important thing is to believe that everything will fall in place eventually. Nothing is going to go wrong. That should be your belief. ठीक है, मैं पास हो जाऊंगा. Okay, so nothing is going to go wrong because I deserve to pass. As I always told you, you deserve to pass because you have worked hard. ठीक है, so please believe in that thought, and my best wishes and a very good luck is always with you. All of you will do wonders. You will pass with flying colors. You will rock the exam. I definitely know that. Okay, and you should come out of the examination hall with smiling faces. I want to see all your smiling faces, and I would be really glad and extremely happy to welcome you all on this side of the fence, and then we'll definitely together celebrate our happiness. Okay, so definitely we will together celebrate. Okay, so thank you so much, all of those who are sending me messages of congratulations. I am utterly grateful. And last and the most important thing, okay, I want to convey my heartfelt gratitude to each one of you. Definitely to FMGE, because it has been a part. It has given me the opportunities to work for all of you. Apart from that, it has also given me the platform to work for myself as well as for all of you. And most importantly, to all my students, whoever they were in all the batches. Okay, either you were on online session or maybe YouTube sessions, or you have attended my offline sessions, or any one of you who have been following me closely, all of you have some or the other contribution in whatever I have achieved till now. Okay, and I'm utterly grateful to all of you, to all the faculties definitely, but along with that, you also deserve appreciation, because definitely teaching you has helped me make myself better, usually in terms of